Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Gordon Maston, and welcome to tonight's edition of my Lucha Underground review. Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to tell you that tonight's episode of Lucha Underground is brought to you in part by Jack, the Dragon Slayer, Evans! Let's do this. All right, people. We're gonna get this on started. All right. Let's pop the face on now. Boom. Now, that intro was entirely, and I'm going to say this again, entirely worth it. Because Jack Evans finally, he had 3 matches in season 1. Okay, he had 3 matches. I know you can't really say finally after 3 matches, but season 2, the man is getting some shine, and I absolutely fucking adore it. Yes. I don't know, I have too much energy for it to be 2:03 in the morning. Okay. Now, where are we going with this? Alright, tonight we're going to start out with this. Okay, where is the stuff? Ah, here we are. It's a Vampiro... Okay, we can't talk. Vampiro video package to open the show. And this is basically talking about how, Ian and Vampiro are 2 different people, not just the persona that Ian dresses up as to, wrestle, and not just the character that he wrestled as. And inside this, he said that, Vampiro said that he's just letting Ian think that it's a character when really Vampiro is this real deep, dark, demented person inside of him. And if I'm saying it the wrong way, I apologize, but that's how I perceive this. Now, after this, we open up, and the last 2 weeks, we've gotten, I'm not going to say I'm the only one who's noticed this, but Vampiro brought us into the show the last 2 weeks, and this week, Stryker does it, and they jump off the bat and tell us, instead of 3 matches, which is the Lucha Underground huge, we get 4 tonight. And boy, oh boy, is it a stacked lineup. So, first match we get Jack Evans versus PJ Black. And coming into something, okay, they won't give PJ Black 2 straight losses coming into this, but at the same time, they can't. They just can't. They won't. It's not going to happen. You're not going to build Jack Evans and then make him just not going to do it. Like, no. Like, you can't make him beat Drago and then lose to PJ Black. So, obviously, we know some kind of shenanigans had to go down. Whenever it seems like Lucha Underground backs themselves in no corner, it's like, no, not really, dude. You're not thinking. You're using that double E logic, and we don't live off that double E logic. We live off Lucha Underground logic, which is the best logic on the fucking planet. Katrina's in charge. But, we'll get to Katrina later, because that shit really amped the... Okay, let's stick on Jack Evans right now. So Jack Evans is already in the ring. We get to the ring. Melissa Santos says the match is scheduled for 1 fall. He takes the mic out of her hand and says, watch how you really do it. He makes a bunch of rhymes, and I should have wrote this down. Like, I should have wrote this down. I should have had this still on recording. I should have this sitting right here on my... If I could make this my ringtone, I probably fucking would. Now, oh, I just threw my phone. Jack Evans, people. This dude. He's straight. I will buy his mixtape, okay? Because he rhymed, told us he was Dragon Slayer, told us he kicked Drago's ass, and then basically handed the mic back to Melissa Santos and just let her live her shameful goddamn life because you don't announce Jack's name. Jack announces Jack. So let me just put it like this. Jack Evans is on a godly pedestal, okay? And it is a crying shame. He told Mill himself he could beat Mill. I think he told me. Yeah, it doesn't matter. If he told him or not, he could beat Mill, okay? Mill is a broken man sitting in a throne that Katrina only has him in, and all Katrina's plans are falling apart. Now, I know I'm probably just talking shit about Katrina. No, I'm not talking shit about Katrina. I'm talking shit about the man that she has as your Lucha Underground champion, that being Mil Mortis. And Mil, I mean, you're sitting in your ass and you haven't done shit since episode 1. And to be completely honest, Evil East probably going to beat you. And Jack would have just had to kick the shit out of Evil East. And Jack Evans would be not your man, not our man, the man of Lucha Underground. And none of you could do a goddamn thing about it. Jack the Dragon Slayer Evans. Baby. Now, Jack and PJ, this is a pretty damn fun match. Now, it basically is like, okay, who's gonna wow the crowd more? Oh God, flashbacks, Darren Young. Who's going to excite? Like, who's gonna just fucking who's gonna do crazier shit? My odds obviously are on Jack, and then PJ starts doing some crazy shit, and then Jack, what was it, like a springboarding, fucking front flipping type of Pele kick, like a soccer style kick, like just. But at some point, Drago ends up coming out with nunchucks, and Jack gets up on the top rope, baits Drago in. Drago comes down. Jack, because he took his attention off of PJ Black, got eventually caught by Black with, I forgot what I think he called the finisher the Black Diamond or something like that, and it just it was a combination of a big ending, and then he transitions you into a stunner on his way down, like something of the sort. But, I mean, it was awesome. I honestly thought it was over. I was going to be upset. I'm like, I can't do my intro tonight for Jack Evans. Like, that was my main thing coming in this. If Jack Evans is on a show, I can do the Jack Evans intro. And crap, I just screwed up. Give me 1 second here, people. Oh, no, I didn't. Sweet. I can't do my Jack Evans intro. And if I can't do my Jack Evans intro, I'm not a happy person. I wanted the opportunity, okay? I wanted the opportunity to do that, and yeah. Okay. Thanks, John. We don't work on that WWE logic with that Lucha Underground logic. Fact. John and Ashton, I thank you guys very much. Now, where am I leaving off? Oh yeah, Drago. What is it? So Drago comes down, looks at Jack, spits the mist. Jack, being the well-acknowledged Dragon Slayer he is, he went to the Heart Dungeon where they didn't only just teach wrestling, they taught Dragon Slaying. Tyson Kidd knows a thing or two as well. I mean, he was the last graduate. I mean, he had to fucking know some kind of shit. I mean, Jack knows it, but he's the best Dragon Slayer they got. Low-key Dragon Slayers. But you know what? We're gonna move on because, I mean, he hit PJ with the mist. And then Jack Evans hits that, just the sweet bridging leverage pin that he does, and it's just 1, 2, 3. Jack Evans wins, and simple as that. Okay, we're going to move it on around, and we're going to, what was next here? Tejano versus the Crew. Okay, now see, here's the thing. John or Ashton, I know you guys are watching this, so in my, okay, I was in the middle of getting food at this time, and I went in my kitchen, came back, and then I heard a car sales commercial going. I didn't think it was a Lucha Underground thing. I hear the word jobber, and I sprint back to my seat, because I'm like, no one in a fucking car commercial uses the word jobber, like, no one. So I don't know, I don't know who that was promoting, or who they were telling us about, but, yeah, I haven't seen the picture on Twitter, but if you guys could tell me who that was or what that was about, that'd be fucking beautiful of you. I'd appreciate it dearly. Uh, okay, but next up is Tejano versus the Crew in a gauntlet match. This I didn't see coming. I thought they would just probably 1 week you can have Cisco, 1 week you can have Cortez Castro, and then the next week you'll get Chavo and probably lose on some shenanigans that they do, and then they'll probably build up some kind of match where it's like, I don't know, fucking I don't know, false count anywhere. I don't know, false count, whatever they create. I don't know, they'd have something clever for Lucha Underground. Not false count anywhere, last Luchador standing. They have Aztec Warfare. Give the guys. You have some kind of creative thing for just a street fight or some shit. I don't know. For some the variation of what would be known as a Lucha Underground street fight. You even had All Night Long, which is practically a goddamn. I don't even know. That was wild. And John, by the way, I'm sorry Johnny Muno didn't win that. He could have been champ by now, but you know, shenanigans and Alberto del bitch bag, Patron, whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah, shenanigans. But in this match, Tejano basically one-shot fucking kicked Cisco, I think it was, yeah. Cisco, 1, 2, 3, that was it. Eventually gets rid of Castro, gets Chavo, but Chavo does the sneaky Guerrero type shit that he would do, and catches Tejano off guard. Eventually this goes into the back and forth. It looks like Tejano's eventually going to get the win, but then I think it's like a bull rope that Chavo has, and the Crew uses it to pin Tejano's legs down and get the 1, 2, 3 for Chavo. Obviously, I don't think this is done. There's probably still more to come, and we'll see what happens. Now, what is it? Okay. Next, we get this video package between Black Lotus and Dario Cueto. Now, this is just them sitting outside. And Dario Cueto, basically, he's telling a story. He's telling a story of the one time, you know, when his mother just used to, like, I guess she, like, abused him when he was younger, him and his brother, and then he had the balls to step up to his mother and say no more, I guess. So, after this, she took a hot iron, and she was going to hit him with it. He said he was pretty sure she was going to kill him. See, living in this shitty situation I can equate, I know where you're coming from, Dario. And this is true story, I once asked for something to eat, you know, and I was living with a schizophrenic guardian that I had, and she threw a liquor bottle at my head. I know what it's like to have abusive guardians and parents and all that shit. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I get it. I understand. I lived the tough part of my life. But enough about me. Enough back to Dario's story. So then that's when he realized, he said his brother, I forgot what the object was, took an object and smashed it over his mother's head repeatedly until she practically died. Black Lotus tells him, I'm sorry. No, don't be sorry. That's the day I realized I love violence. Practically, Dario's the greatest day of his life. Now, we have to be some sick human fucking beings to have a kick out of that, but we're wrestling fans, so they always say, to be in this business, there has to be some part of you that's mentally insane. I don't know, I guess it's just a part of us that always like, oh, I love seeing somebody get slammed in their head. I love seeing somebody get slammed on their neck when it looks like their neck can be possibly broken. For my entertainment and joy, just to see how bad it looks and to see somebody squirm. Ah, pain. We all love seeing it get dwelt out, but we just don't. No, we can't take it. But this was basically I don't want to say it's Dario getting closer to Black Lotus because she's in this for like it seems like Dario tricked her. It seems like Dario tricked her to get into this because you know the whole background story, the Aztec tribes and everything, and it's just I feel bad for her because she came into this. And I wouldn't know this because like I was kicking up a Lucha Underground as we spoke, but let's say she came into this trying to stop guys like Chavo and Dario and everybody. Like, the main antagonists here, and I guess the term for it would be Ruros, but yeah. So we'll see where that goes and where that story will take us. and what's going to happen with Dario and Black Lotus. And let's look through telling us the story a little bit slower. And something else that I didn't quite understand, not understand, that I still wonder, where in the world is, like, when are we going to get the reveal of the person who's been torturing along with Marty, Sexy Star, this entire time? I thought that would open the show. The Vampiro video totally threw me off. I'm like, okay, this is still interesting, but I still want to know who else was practically just torturing and was this fucking sycophant who was just, like, who was it? Because I surely do want to know. Okay, I'm just probably saying whatever everybody else is probably saying who wants to know the same thing as me. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Ashton, for letting me know that. Yeah, about the car salesman. Okay. 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 Okay, here's what we're gonna do. All right. So we're gonna move on here next. From Black Lotus and Dario, we go to. Uh, I should not even lock my phone while I do these reviews because this is just pointless. Okay, we go. I love Jack Evans to death here. Okay, I just seen this. I love Jack Evans to death here, people. But moment of the night for me, personally. Like, his match, obviously his win, and outsmarting Drago and letting PJ Black misspit in his face. Oh, yeah, and alongside with that, before I move on to Katrina here, actually, no, and there was more than that. I'm just going to move on to both Katrina things here, because she had two instances. Oh, no, that last one was later in the night. So we'll get to that after the main event. But, yeah, PJ Black looked like he I think it was the nunchucks, not the nunchucks, the lead pipe he had in his hand, and just smashed it down in the ring. And he looked at Drago like, and I don't think Drago even fucking cared. Drago has tunnel vision. He's just looking for Jack Evans because he's fucking jealous that he cannot be the man that Jack Evans is. You're a mythological creature. You're a mythological creature. You're mentally insane, spitting mist at people, thinking it's fire. Now, I'm gonna say this, and then Jack Evans is gonna be the one who gets the flaming fireball in his face. He's gonna be we're gonna see Drago spit fire. At some point, it's not just going to be missed. We're going to see Drago spit fire, and it's going to be at Jack Evans, and I'm just going to... How sweet, but... Oh, the face. Not the face. Oh. We're going to move on from Jack before I shed a tear. Okay, just... Okay. God. Okay. Moving on. We get Katrina. Oh, the stupid smile gets on my face every time I mention Katrina. And she's walking through, the locker room area. And then Pentagon just, Katrina! He basically tells her what happened with Prince Puma. Like, he basically says what happened with Puma was a fluke. He wants a match. He wants Puma. And then she basically encourages him, okay, go get Puma. Pentagon's like, no, because it's basically like, if I just attack him, that means nothing. I want him in the ring where I can beat him one-on-one. And another great thing about Lucha Underground, when do you get in this case, Rudo going to challenge in the Technico? When do you get these things? Like with WWE, unless it's NXT, just count NXT out entirely. But when do you get the heel character challenging the face? And it's not even it's not like, oh, I'm obviously gonna find somebody to cheat. No, I want to prove myself that I'm better. I am the man. And he basically tells her, I want him in the ring, or else. And then, no, not or else. He's like, I want him in the ring. And then she basically says, why should I do anything for you after what you did in the mill? And with great reason. I mean, Pentagon, I was totally unfucking called for, dude. Although I still didn't love it. There's a sick part I was talking about in all of us wrestling fans. But this is where shit fucking notches up. He says, oh, I'll break your arm. And then this basically breaks out into this cinematic fight scene that's just fucking cool as hell, where it looks like Pentagon's gonna start, beating Katrina at first, and Katrina basically puts Pentagon down, and then Pentagon last second just swoops Katrina under, and then gets her in a position to break her arm, and then that's when he basically looks at her like, I've got you. Like the lights flicker, and Katrina uses her fucking powers somehow. Like, and I'm never saying like powers like, oh, Katrina has fucking powers. I'm not even like that light thing that she does. I'm pretty sure that's not the only thing she. I'm pretty sure this bitch has instant transmission. Like, she has instant transmission. I'm telling you now, Katrina has instant transmission. Like, that's what this is. Like, no. This is just some teleportation. One night we're just gonna see her. Like, the ring's gonna be empty. We're just gonna see her appear in the ring. No flickering, no nothing. Katrina has instant transmission. That's what this is. I'm telling you now. I called it. And when it happens, Lucha Underground, I kindly would like a royalty check. Just saying. I came up with the idea. You guys, if you're listening, royalty check. Just think about that. But that's when she disappears and tells Pentagon, you've got Puma next week. I think, she told Puma. Yeah, she's like, you have Puma next week. Fine. And she's like, oh, yeah, and by the way, if you ever put your hand, you putting your hands on me was the worst mistake you'll ever make. Basically saying that, at some point down the line, Pentagon, you got it coming, dude. And then this is where we move on. And John, I know you're watching, so I'll do you the solid favor of Johnny fucking Mundo versus that what do you call it? That 1960s Cage with the just new input radio that has the 3 antennas on it just to make it work. I don't know. I just called Cage some kind of out of style car. I just tried to insult him and it failed. Whatever. Point being, we reached our main event. And Cage, being the beast that he is, starts up this match just tearing Johnny Mundo a new one, dude. I'm sorry. He just shit on Johnny Mundo throughout this entire match. Mundo eventually did get back in it, and can I just say that just the corkscrew that he did was absolutely insane. Like, when he ran the ropes, dove, flipped, hit the corkscrew, I popped so hard for that. Like, that was just insane. Okay, like, just but when it looked like Cage had this match won, after he hit Weapon X, we get some female that I thought it was Cobra Moon for a second. Like, I was like, is that Cobra Moon? No. And I can't recollect her last name right now, but her name is Taya. And Taya comes down to the ring, distracts, while Mundo gets a lead pipe and cracks Cage over the head with it. After that, Mundo slides out of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Johnny Mundo is your winner. And with Mundo being your winner comes the thing that we all knew. Lucha Underground will not slight Johnny Mundo because Cage has beaten Mundo before, for one. 2, the last 2 times that they've faced off, the last 2 times that they've had interaction, Cage has been the dominant factor in that. And 3, Lucha Underground loves and respects Johnny Mundo enough not to even do that to him, and you wouldn't have to worry about that once again because it's Lucha fucking Underground. People, get a grip. Watch this show. If you're just watching the review to see, oh, well, I enjoyed Cordy's still. Watch Lucha Underground. And Wednesday nights, El Rey Network, 8 p.m. If you can't be home for it, record it. That's what I did tonight. I knew I wouldn't be able to be home for it. I recorded it. I was out. I'm just like, no. I'm like, my friend drove me, like, he dragged me on a trip with him. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I need to be home by 8. Like, this is essential. I need to be home by 8 so I can watch and review this show. Well, dude, I don't know if we're gonna. All right, and the next, I don't get home till 9 o'clock. I'm like, fuck. So what I do is, thanks to the lovely Time Warner cable app, and I have Time Warner, I recorded Lucha Underground from away from my house. Brilliant idea. And then for NXT, you obviously know, I have the TV and PS4 right there, so I have the network at my whim whenever I want. But that's not even it. Tejan Mundo put the boots to what's that inferior machine's name? Oh, Cage, yeah. And Johnny Mundo puts the punctuation on it with the end of the world. And that's not it. Oh, wait. And I did forget one match. I am sorry here, people. I forgot one match before we get to the last thing that happened. This was King Cuerno versus Killshot. And King Cuerno basically got the win with the thrill of the hunt. Yeah, with the thrill of the hunt. And John, oh, you're cracking me up here, dude, I swear. Yeah, with the thrill of the hunt, that was practically it. And by the way, I'm saying it now, and Matt Striker said it on commentary. Killshot's gonna get his fucking moment in Lucha Underground. He's going to be a star at some point down the line. If you're fucking talented enough, Lucha Underground will give you a moment or a couple of moments. I mean, Evilise, dude, that chick, baddest bitch in the building, and goes out there and proves it every time she's in that goddamn ring. And look, she gets a title shot. First woman to get a title shot. You figured it'd be Sexy Star? No. Evilise. So that just goes to show Killshot at some point will get his opportunity. But after that, Phoenix comes and tries to attack him, and he got out of that ring quick. I mean, it's like he's seen this. It's like he got out of the way of a fucking flying car named Phoenix. But that leads me to the end of the show. Yeah, and this leads us to Phoenix in the office. Not in the office. Yeah, not Phoenix. King Cuerno in the office of Katrina. And Katrina basically goes on to say, well, he basically goes on to say, I'm done with Phoenix, blah, blah, blah. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of being chased. He's basically like, fuck this. I'm sick of being chased by Phoenix for this shit. I want him to leave me alone. Fuck it. I'm challenging Mill. Like, it's like, this is him basically, and see, this is the way I look at it. It's either Phoenix is such a pest and so annoying to him at this point, and he, after the last Luchador Standing match from 2 weeks ago, he's like, fuck it. I'm done with Phoenix. He's not worth my time. I'm the hunter. I'm sick of getting hunted. Fuck it. Give me Mill. She's like, nah, you good, bruh. No. It doesn't work that way. He's like, it's the rule of the gods. It's my right. She basically tells him, get the fuck out of my face with that. I don't care. I fuck you. Okay? We had a deal. I don't care. And she's like, here's the thing. You want to face Mill? Nope. You're going to face the Phoenix in the ladder match for the Gift of the Gods Championship next week. And that is going to be epic. This just sounds so bad coming out of my mouth. But I can't wait to see how Phoenix kills himself next week. I really can't. But you know what? Sadly, that's it for Lucha Underground. So you know what? John and Ashton, I do appreciate you guys for coming by. I'm just gonna look over NXT really quick because I did watch it. I just didn't analyze and look at everything from a certain point. So I'll be back with an NXT review in maybe about a half an hour. But I do like to thank you guys for watching, and anybody else who's gonna watch this in the future. Remember to leave a like on this video if you haven't. Subscribe for more of that Lucha Underground goodness on my channel, baby. And I will see you guys next time. Well, a little later for NXT. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it, and see ya!